shake of the shoulders. And welcome back to another episode of Recovery Unleashed. Today's episode is, I was kind of mindful, thinking that I'm sitting here and I'm giving out so much information and things to do, and you need to do this and you need to. And look, recovery is a program of action. It has to be. It's a program of action. And that just means that you need to take action for the life that you want. But I'm also mindful that, because I remember how hard it is. Someone's telling you, oh, do this and you'll be happy. But it's easier said than done. I knew there was things that I could possibly necessarily maybe do that would help me get sober, but I just couldn't do them. The first thing I needed to really do was actually understand how much my addiction was affecting me. To actually go, right, maybe there is a problem here that I'm not in control of. So today's episode I'm calling a helpful tool. So it's nothing major. It's basically just something that I done before, and I asked a lot of people that I help to do. And it's just to kind of help you see what you're drinking or using, weed, cocaine, whatever the drug is, or whatever you're doing is, what it's actually bringing to your life. Because sometimes that's the hardest thing in the world, because you're so caught up in trying not to use and trying not to use. It's just a circle. It's very hard to see anything outside that, to look from the peripheral and look in. So also with this, sorry, but just before I give it to you, it's going to give you, if you're watching these videos and you're struggling and you're thinking, right, he's doing it, I want what he has, or what any of the people who've got sober has, is see if you're even willing to do this. If your addiction will allow you to actually watch this video and take action on it and go, or do you just, like I would have done, watch the video, yeah, fair enough, I might actually try that, yeah, I'll try that later on, forget about it, go back, watch telly. Or do you have enough drive and hunger in you to go, actually, I am going to try that. Just this little thing that takes less than 5 minutes to do, to see if maybe it gives me a better insight into my life and where I'm at with addiction, and maybe if I need help or not. So, that being said, you only need three things. You need a pen. I nearly forgot what a pen was there. You need a pen. You need a piece of paper. Them two are very easy to get. And the third one, and the most important one, is you need to bring complete and rigorous honesty. Now, this doesn't work if you are not completely honest. Okay? So, on the piece of paper, draw a line, bang down the middle. On the left side of the paper, at the top, write the good things. And on the right side, write the bad things. And what I want you to do is, whatever say it's alcohol and cocaine, what I want you to do is, on each side, and I want you to start with the good side first, I want you to write down all the good things that alcohol and cocaine bring to your life. And on the right side, obviously, I want you to write down the bad things. Just to kind of set you off on two of them, but I want this to be your own. Is the good thing could be, I like going out with the lads, I like the buzz, I like the feeling cocaine gives me. Whatever yours are, I don't want to give too many because I want this to be honest for you. And on the bad side, I want you to write, obviously, the things that affect you after you've been using. So, I've lost jobs. I suffer with anxiety all week. I'm afraid to answer my phone when my phone rings. That's actually used to be a big one for me. I'm afraid to answer my phone when my phone rings. I'm afraid to look at my messages on Facebook and WhatsApp to see who I was messaging at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, they're just some, because I just want to give you an idea of what they are. But the more honest and the more truthful you are with yourself, the more you'll get from this. So, take 5 minutes. Now, no one else ever has to see this piece of paper except you. It's between you, yourself, and your addiction, or possible addiction, I should say. And just write. So start with the good side and just start writing all the good things that you feel that alcohol brings to your life. Now, on the right hand side, I want you to write down all the bad things. So every negative way that your drug of choice or what you do affects your life. And just go. And keep writing until the page is filled, or until you feel that you're happy with everything you've put down. But it has to be, like I said, complete honesty. You can't favor one side or think, oh, right more on the good side, because then that's not working. That's addiction, manipulating yourself. You need to be completely honest with yourself, something you probably haven't done in a long time, and go for it. And when you're finished and you've done, take a couple of minutes and then look at the two pieces, or look at the piece of paper, but look at both sides. I'm guessing if you've been completely honest with yourself, there maybe be 5 things, 7 things on the left side. I bet you the bad things, if you've been honest, will be completely full. All this exercise helps you to do is this thing that you're doing, that you're allowing to control your life day in, day out, week in, year out. And not only control your life, but affects your family's lives. This thing that you're doing, that you hold on such a pedestal and it has such a hold over you, look what it's actually giving you. It's not bringing that into your life. And then the other thing I want you to do is hide this piece of paper. Keep it for yourself. As it says, no one else has to see it. That's why I want you to be honest in it. You don't ever have to let anyone else see it. But the next time, and it's only a tool, it's not a cure, it's just something to help you see. But the next time you think about using, go and look at the piece of paper. Just for the moment, if you can, if your addiction isn't have that much control and manipulation over you in that moment, because I know when a craving takes over, I suffered how hard it is to shake it. And this would even say that to someone who doesn't understand, a craving is like, do you ever decide you want a biscuit or a chocolate? And you're like, oh, I'm on a health diet, I'm not eating it. No, feck it, I'm not going to eat it, I'm not going to eat it. You know the absolute torture you put yourself through over that biscuit or that piece of chocolate. And as soon as you have it, then you go, oh, it wasn't that good. Well, that's what addiction's like. That's what a craving is like. It doesn't leave you. It comes randomly out of nowhere and just puts the feeling, the euphoria, whatever way it manipulates your mind. And it makes you want it. And that's all you can think about. It just wants. But it doesn't leave. It just stays there constantly until you give in. I don't know why I told that fact about a craving, but it was just something that you probably see in me. It just sparked a reminder in me of how bad a craving is. It completely takes over you. But regardless, that piece of paper, keep it for your cravings. Keep it for your really bad days. And look at what the good things will be, because you have to see both sides. Look at the good things, but look at the bad things. And read one individually, but actually try and feel it and imagine yourself in what you've wrote. Don't just go, yeah. But put yourself in the position of what that thing is. So I'm not, say one of them could be, I'm not going to sleep for 3 days. Don't just say, I'm not going to sleep for 3 days, on to the next one. Feel it. Say, right, what do I feel like when I haven't slept for 3 days? I'm anxious, I'm paranoid, I think everyone's out to get me. And then go on to the next one. That's the difference between reading and feeling it. And like I said there, it's not a cure. It doesn't stop you, but it might help you. And it may also help you become more aware of where your addiction is and how much control it has over you. This is only a short little episode today, but again, I said it's just something that I don't want to just be constantly throwing information and telling you what to do or suggesting what you to do. I'll never tell you what to do, sorry. Suggesting what you do. Just something that might help you see. And if you're feeling brave enough, maybe write into the comments on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or whatever my socials of how you actually got on with it. Now, I know that takes courage and I'm not telling you have to do it, but it'd be great to see, just so someone else can see that, yeah, I actually seen that I have a bigger problem than I thought, or even just the bad things really outweigh the good. It'd be nice to see, but again, there's absolutely no pressure at all. And lastly, as I've become a habit of saying with me now, is please share the message on all social medias, especially the share button, the like or comment. It's not for my popularity. It's for the person who's out there who's still struggling and thinks that there's no way back, that they're too far gone to know that there is hope. And most importantly, never be afraid to unleash your own recovery. Catch you on the next episode. Thanks.